y'all? So I know I never really did a part 2 video to my part 3 video to my course career journey and how did it ever turn out. So and I feel like I answered a lot of you guys' questions in part 2, but of course, some people who feel like they need to be addressed. So first things first, was course career worth it as far as the knowledge, the resume? Yes, it was. Now, was it helpful in actually securing a job? No. I think I took, I finished the course in April. It is now December. I still have not secured a job. The LinkedIn method does not work for me at all. Now, the one thing that has worked. Now, what I will say is the optimized resume that they create for you once you finish the course is definitely beneficial and very helpful when it comes to securing interviews. The way they tailor the resumes, I'm not gonna lie, that's like A1. No matter where I've sent my resume to, they've always given me compliments on the actual resume. Now, when it comes to actually, securing jobs, though, no. But what I did want to say is, so April was almost 10 months ago. I do have other resources in the Miami, Florida area, and I've actually the resume from Course Careers actually helped me get 2 interviews with Grant Cardone's company. So I know in the last video I said that I secured an interview with Grant Cardone's company. Well, the outcome of that interview was I didn't make it to the second round, but this time go round I actually made it, and working on getting the position in Miami, Florida. Starting pay is like $91,000. But I'll actually be doing a video vlog on that and me growing the Grant's office. That's going to be really cool, especially considering that I'm already in the real estate business and whatnot. But overall, I don't necessarily think a lot of people should take the whole course careers thing to necessarily get into tech, because realistically, you don't need to take any of these boot camps to get into the tech space. Honestly, guys, if you just focus more so on building your network and actually networking with people who's already in the field, you'll have much better luck than most people who have college degrees or have opportunities or have taken the boot camps, etc. Because one of the things that I've been learning recently, as I've been traveling the world, etc., is most people don't really care about your credentials. Most people, especially in the tech space, want to know if you can actually do what the job is. So they don't really care if you took this, that, and the third. They actually care if you can actually do what the actual job is. Now, as far as I'm not necessarily stressed out, or I'm not sad that I spent this certain amount of money with Course Careers, because I'm a salesman and I have multiple businesses already, so it's not like I'm really hurting for it. Now, at the time, I did need a job, but people, you figure it out, right? And also I'm in college too, so I'm just not really tripping. But personally, was it worth it for me? No. And 2, if you are low on funds, because I know it's a lot of people, especially in the online guru space, a lot of people like to advertise that, they were down to their last couple $100 or they were dead broke and they took Course Careers. Me personally, I would not recommend that if you're on your last dollar or your last dime, that you invest into Course Careers or any boot camp that costs money or costs a couple $100. Not because it's expensive, but more so because it's plenty of boot camps that I've been put on in the tech space that you can get the same amount of training, same amount of resources for free. So, and that's something that a lot of people don't necessarily talk about on the internet, because a lot of these gurus don't really have, the knowledge when it comes to these free boot camps that you can take, and, it's kind of help you get you an actual tech job and whatnot. Me, I just, I'm one of those people. I like to take the extra time out to do real research and actually find different avenues of what works and what doesn't work. And I found it. But course careers, and I think this would probably be my last video on course careers. But what I will say is, if you do have the money and you don't mind losing $400, $500, $450, I say go for it and test it out. Personally, didn't get a good return on investment. Personally, but I also have other stuff going on too, so I'm not really tripping. But if you're one of those people who broke, work on getting an actual regular job to get some real money. Put some money in your pocket. Don't, invest your last into these courses and gurus. And that's another thing. Like, when it comes to this whole guru space, 2020 kind of changed the game when it came to people, promoting their courses, saying that these particular things are going to change your life. Realistically, success in anything in life takes time. Unless you're just, one of those people who, you hit big on your first try or something like that. Everybody's not that lucky. Most people are going to struggle, and most people it takes time. But that's my final thoughts on course careers. And don't want to bash, the company. I don't want to bash the company. But what I will say is, realistically, majority of the people who I know, my friends who work in the tech space, didn't take a boot camp. They didn't need it, and it's mostly because they knew somebody. And also, too, a lot of people will actually get a lot of tech jobs if you're just willing to move and not try to get a remote job. That's another thing. Like the whole Grant Cardone job is actually an office position. And that kind of leads into a whole different position. Like the whole remote job space, is very hard to get into, especially in the tech industry. Most people will have a lot more luck getting into the healthcare remote jobs position than getting into the tech space. Unless you have a degree, which I'm also in college right now obtaining my information technology degree. So either way, I'm going to be straight. Either way. And then, of course, worst case scenario, we still got them oils on with us. And real estate, too. So, I'm not really tripping, but this is, I guess, my final thoughts on course careers. So, yeah, make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share. Hopefully, by this time that this video actually drops, my YouTube is done being restricted, so you guys can check out some of the links in the description below to change your life. Now, if some of you guys do want to test out course careers because you have the money, you're just interested, I have a referral link in there below too. But personally, I wouldn't tell people, waste your money, especially when there's a lot more free resources and whatnot. But hey, I hope this video was helpful, and this is coming from a real transparent place. Now, if there's any recruiter who ends up watching this video and you want to help get me a job in tech, I welcome your help, open arms. But I'm just saying how it worked out for me. I was one of those people. I was implementing the methods on LinkedIn 100+ times per day. Didn't really have too many outlooks. A lot of the companies were fraudulent, or they weren't serious. And to this day, I still do apply to some jobs on LinkedIn and use the methods that we're taught in the course. But was it beneficial overall? No. The resume though, A1. Definitely, if you need a good resume for any position, I highly recommend you get the course and you put your information in the resume generator, because honestly, I've seen a huge difference, especially with other people who've taken the course and whatnot. But yeah, these are my final thoughts on course careers. More than likely, unless one of y'all people say something crazy to me in the comments, I'm never speaking on it again. And I hope you guys enjoy this. My final video on course careers. Peace.